What is up, everybody? We back again with another video. Today we're gonna talk about my pay. This will be the last and only video that I'm gonna do in regards to my pay. The only reason I'm doing this video in the first place because I haven't showed you guys what my checks look like, you know, running independent for the company that I'm at now since I left Western Express. You guys have been asking for it, so this is for the real KP, my true co-pilots who've been following me from day one, and you like all my videos and stuff like that. So I look at the like ratio because that's how many people who actually rock with me. Everybody else, you know, be passing through, be hating and all that stuff, but this is for the real people that really want to know real information. You know, I don't mind sharing it with you because I like to give you guys my full experience so you guys can see how I'm running. I do the vlogs, you see how I'm running, so I want you guys to see what that equates to in pay by me being home and stuff like that. Also, this is with leaving 2 days on the table because most of the time I only work 4 or 5 days a week. 5 days a week mostly, but I'm always home, always getting loads that run me through home and stuff like that. Also, what I'm going to show you is, and I'm just making sure I tell you guys this beforehand before you see this, is that this is it's like it's dedicated because the freight that I run, the receiver or the shipper, they go to the same place every single day. So I'm kind of like pulling dedicated freight, not just once a day, but multiple trucks go to the same place every single day. So you can actually, you know, make your own dedicated route out of this, you know, if you want to, because like I say, they go there every single day. And we're just gonna walk through it a little bit and then we'll go from there. Now, also, like I said, if you want to customize your dedicated route, you can. Also, I don't deal with brokers or anything like that. So it's not, I don't have to call and be like, I mean, I know it could be good. You can call, get some extra money. You can negotiate your terms, your rates and stuff like that. But I don't deal with any of that stuff. I do get dispatched, but I still go wherever I want to. Like I said in the last video, if you watched it before, we got loads and we only go in certain areas and certain places. So I kind of like know, you know, where the load is going, and I already know what the load pays. So I'll be like, okay, well, let me pick up that Cincinnati. I run that Cincinnati, I run that load from here to Cincinnati. Then when I get there, you know, I'm gonna run back down to North Georgia. So I kind of like run like that because I already know where the load's going, because like I said, we go there every single day. The shipper that that my company have a contract with, they go there every single day. So I can easily pick one of those loads and go to that area. So that's how I'm able to, you know, get home as often as I could. So for example, but this week I kind of like ran a little different. Now, if you want to, this can be a very consistent week, but my checks are normally a little bit less than this because I don't normally go from, you know, from Port Wentworth or Savannah all the way to Cincinnati. Most of the time I drop it at the yard in North Georgia, then I pick up something else and go from there, just so I can get home a little bit more. So but this week I decided to do it just so, you know, for example purposes, that you can make a little bit more. You can actually make this consistently. If you know, made this your customized dedicated lane, you can run it or make it consistently. So let's see, let's start here at the pay description. All right, so now this is actually, I started the week on Sunday, right? So this Rain Gold Florida was dropped off on Sunday. So I brought it down with me Friday when I went home, and I didn't deliver it till Sunday. So I was home Friday, Saturday, came out Sunday, right? And I delivered this load to Orlando, Florida, then I went right back home. So that means I was home Friday, Saturday, Sunday until Monday morning. When I left, you know, I came out and I went to Savannah to Hamilton, Ohio. But I picked up a load right there in Cincinnati that was going to Cleveland, Tennessee. And Cleveland, Tennessee is right there. It's on the border of Georgia. It's right by North Georgia. So from there, I went up to Charlotte. I went from North Georgia to Charlotte. All right, I dropped off a load in Charlotte, and once I got to Charlotte, I went up to North Carolina. I think it's Fort Erie, North Carolina, something like that. And I took that load to Resaca, Georgia. All right, and from Resaca, Georgia, I picked up a load right there in Adairsville going to Orlando. And then that pretty much ended my week. And by that, let's take a look at what the loads pay. So as you can see, I get 75% of the load. These are some of the rates that you see that I was getting for the loads that I, so that means I grossed for the week $7,079.79. All right, and then 75% of the load, 90% of the fuel. So that means my part was $5,424.53. Now let's take a look at the deductions. All fuel, as you can see, I got fuel in Cartersville, Brunswick, Dublin, Charleston, and then I had a truck wash. That was like $16. I had that done at the yard too. Fuel, right? All this is fuel. And then if we scroll up some more, we have more fuel. And I can tell you exactly what I spend in fuel, because like I said, I do only 300, you know, 250. I keep it at numbers like that so I can know exactly what it was. So for this week, I spent $1,500 in fuel. I fixed deductions, which is going to be the same every single week, because you know fuel fluctuate. But every single week, we have my owner operated escrow. Took out 4% of the $5,424.53. They took out 4%, so that goes into a little escrow, so we know that that's money too. I can take it out anytime I want, but I just leave that in there at stacks and stuff like that. 4% is the minimum, so that's what I have them take out. And but that's also that's my money too. You can get it at any time, right? All right. Also, we have the truck lease payment. As you can see, my lease payment is $442.34 for 24 months. All right, 24 months, $442. So that's what I paid for my truck payment. It's a 2014 Freightliner. When I got it, it had 485,000 miles, I think. It had 400-something thousand miles on it when I got it. And that's my truck payment every single week, $442. The next thing we have is truck insurance. As you can see, my insurance right under the truck payment is $50. All right, the $25, I'm gonna just leave this up here. The $25 is for death. That's for death. We have a death dispenser at the yard, and you can get all the death you want, but they charge us $25 a week for that. Fuel tax fee, I think they charge is like what, $2.50, and the $12 is also for some highway use tax, as you can see. All right, now the truck escrow, you see, it's $50. Now what this $50 is for is because at the end of the truck term, like after the end of the 24 months, it's going to be $5,000 that I would have to pay. That is when I actually purchase the truck. At the end of the term, it's going to be $5,000. But as for me, it won't be anything because the $50 for that $5,000 is already coming out. So $50 a week over the course of 24 months is like a little bit, $5,000, like $5,200 or something like that. So at the end of the 24 months, I won't owe anything on the truck. The truck will be mine, all right? So, and then the last thing, as you can see, it's some more fuel. That's more fuel. I had got 200 bucks in fuel, and that's it. So that's the pay, right? So at the end of all the deductions, my take home for the week, as you can see, was this number right here. Right? I don't even want to say that number out loud because I don't want people saying, oh yeah, I make more than that driving Uber and all the stupid shit you're gonna say. Like, I don't care. And to the gurus, I know y'all making $250 a year, but y'all got $80,000, you know, in bills every single year that you need to cover. So I'm glad you're making the $200,000 and you're able to pay your bills, right? Right, KP? We all glad that the gurus are able to pay their bills every single week or every month because they're making $200,000 and they're able to cover that $60,000, $80,000 a year debt that they have to cover every single year. That's why they have to make, you know, $250,000. But I no longer work at CR England. I know that when I was at CR England, that was for you guys' information. That was to share my experience, what my checks were like at CR England, because I'm getting called dumb and stupid for working for CR England and all this stuff. But I no longer work there. I haven't worked there in some time now. But I did want to bring to you guys my pay so you guys can see. This will be the last time that I'm going to show this. I'm not showing this anymore. If I wanted to make this every single week, my check would be a little bit less than this because I don't normally run from Savannah all the way up to Cincinnati. Sometimes I drop it right there at the yard in North Georgia and different things like that. So it do be a little bit less than that. Not much, but a little bit because I don't do that particular run. But I do all the Orlandos and the Charlottes and all the other stuff. But if I wanted to, I can make this consistently every single week just because of the simple fact that the load goes from the shipper to the receiver every single day, and then they shipping it to themselves. Like, it goes from one of their warehouses in Savannah to Cincinnati, Ohio, and they do that every day, multiple trucks. It's not even just our company. They have other companies that do that same run. That's why the pay is pretty much set, because it's a dedicated thing. You know, we go there every single day. So if I wanted to make it consistently, it wouldn't be hard at all. And also, this is with leaving 2 days on the table. I go home all the time. So for those more more hard runners, you guys running out your whole 70, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be hard at all to tack on an extra 1,000 to what you see. But that's it, guys. I hope the video was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed me sharing that with you, and leave the positive comments. Let me know what you think, and if you want to hate, go ahead and do that too. But I appreciate the KP. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for your love and support, and until next time, we're gonna see you guys in the next video.